Good afternoon. This is Thursday, manual recount day numero uno for you in Florida. And this is a quick update on what's going on in the Florida election and the implications of what has been rendered. So, the machine recount, will end at 5 o'clock today. Broward says it is done. Palm Beach says there's no way. So, what will have to happen if you are a Broward Democrat or a Democrat in the state of Florida is sometime after 5 o'clock, they will sue the Democratic Party will sue the Palm Beach Canvassing Committee and probably the state of Florida to continue the machine recount. If they don't, the results from the vote on Saturday that were counted officially is the official record of the manual recount. Alrighty. So in court right now, there's a bunch of different lawsuits in Broward. One of those is about the ballots that were commingled, that were illegal ballots that were commingled with legal ballots. There's no separation. That is in there. There's also about 20 other lawsuits that are going on there. The ones that have been rendered today or likely to be rendered today, federal court in Tallahassee, the U.S. Court of Appeals, the federal court, said that the signatures mismatch or lacking of them, it's a two-part decision. So they can be counted, but the people who did not mismatch, who had the mismatched signatures or did not have a signature, instead of it being automatic, have to go in the next 48 hours, find their ballot where they voted, and do the proper changes. That's a partial victory by the Nelson campaign, who brought that up, and de facto the Democrats that are running. It's a partial victory by Scott, but since it's not automatic, there's about 4,200 that we know of in 43 reported counties. There's about 25 other counties, probably about another 2,000. Say there's 7,000 total ballots between the two. Maybe about 60% of them will be fixed, so that's about 4,200. Using the fact that most of those ballots are in the bluer counties, the Nelson down is probably, instead of maybe being, if all 7,000 were counted, maybe it would go about 3,000 less. Now it's probably looking about 1,500 less. So it's a victory, but it's a partial victory for the Democrats. The Democrats are in Bay County right now, and they are trying to reject ballots that were cast via electronic means. Now, in the state of Florida, it is illegal for domestic ballots to be sent via email. And when Rick Scott gave some latitude to the counties that were affected by Michael, he specifically did not include electronic voting, email voting. So they are in Bay County, which is one of the storm-hit counties, and probably many of those votes will be from Republicans to try to pull off the 300 votes that were done that way from being included into the tally. And that's sort of where we're at right now. The manual recount will start Friday morning. It's basically 11 hours. You get tables and tables and tables. You get big old stacks. And what will happen is you'll literally have people that will go, when it's easy, they'll go boom, 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 if they can read it off, and they'll count the ones that are, partial circles, X's, partial fills. They'll put those to the side and then count them maybe later in the process. They'll probably get stacks of like 5,000 and just keep doing it. It is highly unlikely that some of these bigger counties will finish. I don't know about Miami-Dade. They've been great for the first two parts, but it's only 48 hours. It's only basically 22 hours. They may have difficulty doing a manual recount. What will happen is after the manual recount, that's when the losing sides will either pay for additional recounts or they'll go to court to question the rendering of the recounts. And of course, if they don't finish, they'll want to have the recounts done. They'll also have provisions about, because while observers for Republicans and Democrats will be there, they may want more observers to reject or question or include ballots that are rejected in another way. So that's a quick update. It's a quick 5 minutes. And when more breaking recount news hits, I'll be there.